In the second part of our repetition course for Organic Chemistry 1, we have a small exercise, spot the mistake. So we have a reaction equation here. We have this allylic system, a bromine radical. It will react with that, forming HBr. And here in this equation is written, then this allylic anion is formed and this is stabilized through mesomeric structures. So now it's your task, spot the mistake. What is wrong with that equation? Try to solve it first by yourself and then listen to my explanation. Okay, so for a chemical equation, it's the same like in a mathematical equation. On both sides should be essentially overall the same. So that means we need the same numbers of atoms of each sort here on that side as on that side. This is the case. But in addition, if we have a look at the electronic charges, it should be also the same on both sides. This molecule is a neutral molecule, also a radical is neutral, HBr is neutral, but here we have an ion. Here the anionic charge is missing. So where does it come from? This is a mistake, certainly. That means this equation is wrong. So what would be right? Well, what we have already discussed in the preceding video. Here this bromine radical will abstract an atom, a hydrogen atom, forming indeed HBr plus this allylic radical CH2 here, CH2 there. You can draw a mesomerically stabilized allylic radical just as I did it here. You must keep in mind that the radicalic reactive character will be found at this position and that position, but not in the center. Well, but let us briefly think about how can such a mistake occur? Simply because a lot of students have in their mind that really this HBr can form in water hydrogen cation, a proton, hydronium ions, and a bromide. And therefore we think, well, if this is H plus in water, yeah, well, then there must be somewhere the anionic charge. No, for abstracting here a proton, we need a strong base. Then indeed we would get an anion. This allylic anion. Here, of course, it is not the case because we don't have a strong base. By the way, HBr would react with such an ion, forming again this propagullic system with propene and a bromide anion. Again, we have too much negative electron charge. Where should it come from? This is wrong, that one is right. Thanks for listening.